Hey everyone, in this video I want to show you uh, how to deal with mutator this week. I don't want to leave this score screen, but this was my first try, and it was perfect like commander composition. I was Artanis, giving Guardian Shell and Shield Overcharge to Zegara. I have boosted her Painlink and Scorchness, and we did in the end roughly the same amount of damage. And yeah, I was supporting Sagara quite a lot. So this was Mutator Certain Lines with the Void Reanimators and Avenger. And this game was actually relatively easy if you know how to do it. And the thing that you need is that you need a lot of power and you need to push into enemy bases. And then, if you destroy all the buildings, the void reanimators stop spawning. So what you want is very powerful army. You don't need powerful defense. You don't need to build defense everywhere. Just need to push into enemy bases and destroy them quickly. I'm gonna speed this up quite a lot, and I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you units probably, maybe structures. I'm going gateway with the 15th probe. Then I went into assimilator, and because this is one base, I went immediately for another one. And then once the gateway is ready, I go for the uh, what is this cyberport. Okay. This is the point where I had boosted his binding nest, and me as a commander, I have increased mastery for the speed production instead of the maximum energy because this is P0, and P0 doesn't need any like it doesn't need a lot of energy. You can spam potentially orbital strike, but it's not really required. And if you don't do it, then you have a lot of energy. So I went for the speed increase, which is great with Zigara, probably the best commander for this. And because of that, she has a little bit more, maybe way more banelings. It makes the spawn rate 52% fast. And I will do eventually the same thing with the Scorchness, so the Sakara will have got 3 units. And the banelings are great in this opinion because the Dragoons, which I have, don't have great splash, but banelings are great for that. So this is great composition. I'm building Dragoons, and even without any like long range, I'm able to poke at the enemies with my ally, destroy some of the enemies, and then I have pretty nice single target, especially against armored units, which are buildings. So this is pretty good push. And you can see that I am having both overcharge and the bombardment ready. So when the hybrid spawns, I have everything ready for it. So I'm using my ally to destroy, like, I'm relying on my ally to destroy these zerglings. I would have heavy losses without my ally. But yeah, this is pretty good. He has some units, I have some units. I'm pushing into bases and he destroys the armies. So here is the hybrid. I am clearing up those bases, and then I use the bombardment here and overcharge to make the killing of this easy. Might be viewed as a downside to use both power cooldowns, but I wanted to do this without any losses on army. So yeah, that's exactly what happened. We had no losses, and here is yeah, this isn't a big deal. So we went for both secondary bases, expansions, and everything is pretty easy. We didn't have huge losses. I am boosting his production of paintings and scourges. So he has a decent amount of free stuff, and you can see that the amount of paintings is decent. So yeah, now I have little scratches. This is a bad thing. This is a thing that kind of it was the most dangerous part. I'm going into this base and I cannot go back. I would rather lose my base than go back. So I attack moved the raccoons here and I'm trying to save those probes, but they're gonna die anyways. Yeah, the bombardment isn't powerful enough to destroy this reanimator, so I have lost pretty much all probes and I'm taking some damage to my army. So eventually I was able to get rid of it and with the rest of my army clean it. And now is the point that I have realized that we need to do something about it. Um, I hope my eye can. mm, I'm not thinking at this point at all about bonus because this could get out of hand very quickly. So I'm focusing only on pushing into enemy bases. Yeah, now I need to go top again because there are more units going one by one. This is the sign of reanimator. I can avoid hybrid, but right now I have decent enough army, so it's not a big deal. I destroy him, and I just keep. Don't keep pushing it. Uh, okay, I help my ally with this, and then I think that I will start to push. Attack me again, and yeah, now I'm starting to push. And I wasn't sure about void reanimators before, but as I said, I was I was doing quite a lot of mutators, and I know that some of them, if you destroy the buildings, the enemy stops spawning. And here I saw it. Here is the spawn core. Here is the void reanimator. It definitely spawns from the buildings. So I'm pretty much sure that that's what happens. So I keep going and go to destroy this enemy base. This is the hardest one and the last one that people usually take. It's not that hard, but it's usually quite out of reach. And here I see it with animator spawns. I confirm my theory and I go to destroy bases. My ally comes and helps me. And this is pretty easy cleanup, but there is still more to do. But once we figured it out and we focused on destroying bases and we got pretty decent army, and that's very important to keep your army like army power high. Um, then it is not that hard. Now, I'm seeing that the enemy army is attacking me and I'm afraid of some losses. I see that my ally is rushing to this area to destroy another base, so this is the perfect time to use shield overcharge. I could potentially wait and then use it on attack, but I know that my ally, maybe not I, but my ally will pretty much for sure take heavy losses, so I'm using shield overcharge and attacking with my army on enemy base. And then I'm spawning here some dragons to finish the objective. You can see that the dragons have pretty high damage against those armored units. Okay, so bonus objective is down. And here is Lurker. I found out quite a bit late, but eventually I did find out about it. So yeah, I'm just getting very powerful army. Most of the enemy buildings are down. We are going for another bonus. You can see that once you have the powerful dragon army, it is quite easy. One thing that I didn't do here, and I might maybe should do, is to get some splash. Depending on if you have gas, you might go for a High Templar, but are very gas heavy. You can also go for what are scraps. I almost never build them. The thing that shoots scraps. Uh, it shoots quite slowly, but it does AoE, so it's sometimes decent, and you just can auto attack move it. Also, you can go for Zealot, which is the worst AoE unit, but you don't need to control it at all. It has a decent HP and it costs only minerals, and just a few of them, and you can deal a lot of damage too. a lot of enemy units. I'm sending here one observer, get vision, and sending my entire army, and then using the bombardment, and then using the overcharge, so that we completely decimate this object. I will show you this on faster speed, and yeah, the dragoons do very high damage against those targets, and my ally also does very high damage with those zerglings and banelings. So now it's pretty much free win. The only thing remaining is one big wave at the end, but usually it's not a problem. Uh, Sometimes it is a problem if you have lost a lot of units and your ally has lost a lot of units, but right now I am maxed out and I have something in the bank. So I'm getting more gateways in case that I lose the army, and yeah, some sort of bombardment here, attacking with everything. My ally goes ham in with those units, and I see that I need to move in to have the maximum DPS. This is where P1, I think, maybe P2, the teleportation would come in handy. You could teleport on top of the enemy, but it's so energy in, like hungry, so not always great. Uh, but with P0, always have free energy and you can always use bombardment if you want to. Yeah, that's it. This is P0 artanis. Um, so yeah, that's everything. Uh, Obviously, I was pretty lucky on Zigara here. He's one of the best commanders to have. Only one who might be better, well, not better, but similar, would be Rainer, and maybe P3 artanis. Uh, but other than that, this was pretty much a dream commander combo. And as you can see, artanis is able to give a punch. He's not that fast. He doesn't do any like fast clearing like some commanders, but he gives you the resilience, and he gives the resilience also to your ally. So perfect for these mutators.